Liberal Dan Radio presents
Fat Man Rant.
There is a disingenuousness of conservatives going around right now, and they're basically saying that the left is against Elon Musk doing what they're doing because the left doesn't want to cut fraud, waste, and abuse. Blah, blah, blah. They're being disingenuous because they think our opposition to Elon Musk has anything to do with the fact that we want fraud and waste and abuse. No, I absolutely want to cut fraud, waste, and abuse from our system. I just don't believe that that's what Musk and Trump are doing. I don't believe that that's their intent. I don't trust them. And my question is, why do y'all, conservatives, MAGA types, why do y'all trust him? Elon has literally said in that little press conference where he was in the Oval Office and speaking for Donald Trump and making Donald Trump look like the weakest president in history, he said that he wouldn't do his own fact checking. He said that we would have to correct him if we find that he's wrong. Why? But shouldn't he be responsible for making sure that the things that he puts out when he's in charge of this so-called department, if his job is so important, shouldn't he make sure to do it correctly? As I've said in previous shows, measure twice, cut once. And you should always measure twice before you cut. Again, be it carpentry, be it the budget, be it circumcisions, etc. So, what has Elon Musk screwed up so far? We already know he's screwed up the story about condoms going to Hamas. They were going to Mozambique. Under DOGE, the Trump administration fired workers that were responsible for taking care of the nuclear stockpile because they're probationary and as such not yet civil service, so they felt that they could fire them. And now they're trying to scramble and rehire those people back because they realize that they done made a mistake. You wouldn't have made a mistake had you measured twice before cutting. Oops. Musk is now claiming that 150-year-olds are getting Social Security. He's wrong about that as well. The systems were programmed in COBOL, an old language that they didn't necessarily know how to deal with certain default date issues, so they defaulted the date back to like 1845 or something like that, whatever the 1875 or whatever the date is that they've used in COBOL. I don't program in COBOL, but I know enough about it to know that, it's an archaic language and they have some archaic standards to deal with issues that they might not have thought about when programming it. Just kind of like, they didn't think about having a 4-year date, and that's why we would have had the Y2K bug and why a lot of programmers had to deal with that as well. So how many times, MAGA types, how many times all y'all people trying to say that we're not for cutting fraud, waste, and abuse, how many times must Prime Minister Musk and King Trump be wrong in order for y'all to stop believing that what they are doing is genuine? Why would you believe Musk if he refuses to do his own fact-checking? How many times must he be wrong before you start questioning him? Don't come at us and tell us that we don't want to eliminate fraud, waste, and abuse when you are unwilling to hold your own people accountable for their actions or their inactions or their failures. What do you think? Agree or disagree with the comments made here? Make sure to leave your comments down below. Remember to like the video, share it, subscribe to the channel, and unless you're a Nazi, have a good day.